Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing the story that shook my perspective on what's possible at any age. This is the incredible journey of Joan. She is 72 years old and not just defying the odds, she is crushing them. From running 10Ks to preparing to climb Kilimanjaro this year, she proved that age is just a number. If you have ever used age as an excuse, I hope her journey inspires you as well. Let's dive into her story that proves it's never too late to push your limits.
Guys, I'm so happy to introduce you to a very special person. I met this lady at the Blue Mountain Peak, but all of that I will tell you guys some more. Today, I just here to follow her on one of her workouts exercise. And that is running here in Kingston, the Palisados. So I'm following her. If I can keep up, let's see. Let me introduce you first, or let her introduce you herself. And we have here Miss
Gleneta Joan Kenyon. Most people know me as Joe.
Running much, telling you how fast.
I went walking this morning.
You went walking this morning?
Yes. So I did, 3 kilometers.
Guys, Kilimanjaro, I'm gonna tell you about Kilimanjaro. That's a high altitude hike.
For those who don't know about Kilimanjaro, it is the highest mountain in Africa and the highest freestanding mountain in the world, making it one of the 7 summits. For many hiking enthusiasts, climbing it is a life goal. The name of the summit is Uhuru Peak and stands at 5,895 meters or 19,341 feet. Now, for Jamaicans, the Blue Mountain Peak is 7,402 feet, so quite a bit more. The most challenging parts of the hike are the altitude and the long days of hiking. Therefore, it's important to fully prepare for this hike. And that is how I met Joan. She joined us in February this year for the Blue Mountain Peak hike as a part of her preparation. And I was intrigued by her passion for fitness. I was very happy that she agreed to give me an interview. So stay tuned to hear more about how she stays fit at 72, running 10Ks weekly.
Hi,
and
good day.
more.
And this is Ives, my running partner. We
All
run
right,
together all the
greetings.
time.
Greetings. Joan, all right, Joan. So today, what's happening today?
Today we are going to be running 10 miles. So we run from here and past the airport. We run inside the airport, but I don't think we're running inside today. We might just run straight down towards Port Royal to 5 miles, and then we turn around and come back. And that will give us 10 miles.
Man, you know I can't keep up with it. No, I'm your fan. But I have to, guys. I have to tell you guys, I'm her new fan. But we're gonna, the whole story is gonna slowly but surely. I'm gonna share it here today. So you're doing a warm up?
No, we don't normally warm up when we are doing long runs because you're running long. So we just start off slowly. The body warms up as we run along, and as soon as we get warm enough, then we increase the pace.
Okay.
Right, so we start out slowly. We follow, Frano would say you start like a turtle.
And you end like
and you finish like a rabbit.
Oh,
So our last mile is fast.
fast.
Yes.
Like a lion.
Frano says like a turtle, like a rabbit.
Like a rabbit.
Yes. And here comes one of my running mates.
Oh, nice. Hi.
So we have been Lonette.
Lonette,
We have
nice to
been
meet you.
running from 2012. Right.
Before.
Yeah, about 2000.
2011.
Yeah, 2011.
Respect.
Right. We run 3 days per week, Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays religiously. Holiday doesn't stop us. Whatever, 3 days per week. It doesn't matter if rain does not prevent us from running.
Guys, take notes. Take notes. If you want a longevity, if any secret you want to know, well, here's the secret. You're gonna learn the secret right here. She's telling you to regular exercise.
Right.
Now, the real information now, which is so mind-boggling, which I really could not believe, is her age. You know, that guys, I will tell you that in a minute when we went up to the Blue Mountain, right? I'm gonna give you the full story, but this is info. I'm still. Tell them your age.
I am 72 years old and I'll be 72 this November.
Now, and you're planning on going to
Kilimanjaro. And I did the UE run last week, Sunday.
How did that go?
And I finished in 55 minutes. So I came in the top 10 ladies.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Guys, 72 running 10K. And then actually even that Blue Mountain hike, you went running in the morning?
Yes. I run 10 miles in the morning.
Guys, she ran 10 miles in the morning, and then we went to the Blue Mountain Peak hike. You guys, you know, some people can't even do half of the peak, and she ran the 10 miles and then came to the peak with me leading, and I'm like, who is this lady? In my shoes. I'm like, what? I couldn't believe it. And then going down, she's still in my shoes. I say, what? You know, no walking poles, no nothing, knees, no hip, no nothing. People, I'm a fan.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna learn more about Gleneta in this vlog. So I'm very happy that I can, you know, feature you in this vlog, and we can learn a little bit, you know, about your lifestyle, what you're doing, how you do it, because I think it's a great inspiration for a lot of people out there who maybe as you go, and maybe in their 40s, in their 50s and their 60s, sometimes we might find excuses why we can't do certain things. The knees, the hips, the this, the that. But I guess if you always at it.
Yes, you do it regularly. Yes, and then you do what is necessary. For example, at the end of a run, I ice my feet. I have a bucket of ice water. And when I get home and take off the sneakers, I was standing there and I ice the knees 20 minutes, no longer than 20 minutes, and I ice them. And I'm fine, and I do a circular massage of my knees. So I don't do that. I just circular, and I'm fine. Right, so I don't have knee pain. So
I love this. Where she's running, all of this. I'm driving like it's 10 miles of running. Yes, guys, I'm not really a runner, at least not anymore. Well, even because, you know, guys, I'm still healing from my Achilles tendonitis, so that really kicked me off the running ting. But even when I was running, I never passed the 5K, more than that. 10 miles, I don't even think I ever ran 10 miles. So yeah, that is it. We're still here, and that's the entire stretch which Joan is running. Yup. Who can keep up with her? No, not me. Not me. Oh man. But you see, guys, a lot of people will come here and go for a walk, go for a run. So it's definitely a nice area to come to, you know, and do your thing. Yep. You want to do your own walks, runs, whatever, you can definitely come to Palisados, and yeah, see, people will come here and do their thing. How did I meet Joan? About a month ago, me and some of my hiking friends, we went up to the Blue Mountain, which is Jamaica's highest point at 7,402 feet. Now, when we organized the group, Joan was added and said, hey, she's also coming with us on the hike, and she's actually preparing for Kilimanjaro. So I said, oh, nice, Kilimanjaro, wow. After I did my first high altitude hike last year in Peru, and if you follow me, you know that was difficult. One of my most difficult things I did. Worth it, but I'm still not sure if I would do another high altitude hike, right? So now I said, wow, Kilimanjaro, a high altitude hike. Now I was like, wow, I was so happy to meet this person and just curious, like what is motivating her to go and what inspired her to go to do such amazing hike, which is now Kilimanjaro is the highest mountain in Africa, Tanzania to be exact. Anyways, now we go on the Blue Mountain. I meet Joan and I was like, oh, that is Joan. So I had expected, I don't know, somebody maybe probably in my age group. So I was like, okay. So in my brain is like, oh
and she's going to Kilimanjaro. Wow, I'm impressed. Now, going up to the Blue Mountain, I'm a fast-paced walker. I'm tall, I have some long legs, and everybody who walked with me before will tell you, yes. Where's Jessica? Way somewhere in the front, leading the pack. I naturally have a big stride. I walk fast. Anyways, so I'm used to walking fast. Now, that in Peru did not work because high altitude is a whole different thing. Anyway, it's not about that. No, I went up to the Blue Mountain Peak as usual, and I'm there, and Joan is right there with me.
Mickey walk all the way up to see some rain clouds. Guys, tired of sunrise, no one see rain clouds.
Carry back my phone boat hike again. Run your way. Run your way. Eh? Go tell me about go hike. One whole night of walking.
Sometimes you have to do something else in your life.
The first to reach the peak, and I'm like, wow, like nothing. Anyways, now going down, you know, that is now where maybe, you know, some people are like, oh, the knees and the hips and the that, and then you have walking poles to help you. People, I'm there with another young marathon runner going down the hill, and guess who was right there in my shoes? Joan. And I'm like, Joan, right there with me, running down the Blue Mountain, you know. And I'm like, I'm impressed. Now I was even more impressed. Now I was like, who are you? I was just, guys, the lady. And then I on the trail I was like, how old are you? And she's like, 72. And I'm like, you're 72? She said, yes. And as we go, and you know, we spend time in the Blue Mountain and so on, and it's a night hike, right? I don't know if you know, but it's the popular hike is to do it actually at night so you can see the sunrise. We didn't get to see the sunrise. It was raining. The terrain was wet. It was raining basically almost the whole time, and so it was slippery. Not the best terrain to walk on, and Joan was right there with me. No walking poles, no nothing. People, I was so impressed. Now, while we were talking and people were like, okay, what did you do with your day? I was like, I rested, you know, on Saturday because we left the night. Joan said, oh, she ran a 10-mile this morning. I'm like, you did what? While everybody was resting and preparing for this hike, Joan just ran a 10 miles in the morning. So now I was like, Joan, I need to, you know, I need to learn more about you. And I'm sure the people out in the world who are gonna be as inspired as I am right now. And I was like, you know what? Since I have a channel, and since my channel is needing of new content, right? I was like, hey, maybe that could be a nice content. I want to do a feature about you. So I was asking Joan if she would be okay if me doing a feature about her, because I am so inspired. I really want to learn, and I'm just in the belief that there are people out there, they're going to be as inspired as I am with Joan. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have an interview with her and just learning more about her. How is she keeping fit? What is she doing? What's her mindset? What is she eating in the day? And just what is she doing basically? And then that can maybe inspire you as well as it did to me. Because right now, every time I'm somewhere in the gym or I'm hiking or I'm somewhere and I'm be like, oh, I don't want to come, like, come on, Joan is going, what is your excuse? And I just find that absolutely amazing. If by end of this video you are not inspired to go out and stay active, to walk, jog, run, crawl, go to the gym, whatever, find something, then I cannot help you. Then I do not know. If Joan can do it, so can we. yeah man, I'm so inspired, and I'm so happy that I met Joan, and I'm so happy that she agreed that I can share her story. And so yeah, so stay tuned and let's go meet her again. We're gonna have a look at Joan training. Let's see if we can get some light. And then, so we're interested in what is he doing to keep so fit? And in her apartment complex. No light. All right, I'm already thinking how far is this going. Hi, good morning. In my hand as well.
So I live on this floor.
Uh-huh. No sound.
I wanna close my eyes and go back, play it in my mind. A movie of us two, yeah, we were happy at the time. Can't remember what it felt like. We used to be so strong. That picture perfect sky now, it looks so gray and cold.
Catch my breath, guys. But all right, we want to know how much weight is on her hands. Okay, so you have 5 kg on each hand, and then 3 pounds on each foot. And we have, I don't know, do you know how much flight of stairs?
Oh, it's 76.
76.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Coming up, then doing the reps up.
Then I go back down. What I do, these are my counters. So I do between 25 and 30 each morning. So each time I come up, I put out 1. So that I don't miscount.
Yeah, that is so funny. I do the same thing in the pool. When I swim, I forgot my count.
Yes.
So I take some pebbles, put it a line, and then start to swim my laps.
Right.
Ah.
So I go down. Sometimes when I'm going down, I just do this. Put some weight on the shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now, you would do this how much times a week?
Right, every day, every morning.
Every morning?
Yeah, every morning. But I wake up early when it's cool.
Yes.
Right, hot. And then it's really.
Guys, every morning, Joan is going up the flights of stairs with her weights.
Yes.
And now, how many times?
And then before I start,
Yeah.
Before I start, I come out on my patio. So I have my skipping rope, elastic band, so I warm up my shoulders. So I do this. To get my shoulders warm up because I'm carrying the weight.
Right.
Yeah.
And still with the weights on their legs.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's impressive, guys. Well, you can see, her legs look very strong. That's amazing and impressive. And then change legs. So that's her routine every day. In the morning, she will go through her routine. Woo. So that's a very impressive lower belly weight exercise. Actually, that's not easy, guys. Try it home and see how much you can do.
Try to hold it for 2 minutes.
For 2?
Yes.
I barely can hold it for 1 minute, guys. Try do a plank for 2 minutes, and you know this is no joke. This is a serious minutes plank. Respect. I do think though that the plank me is just we're not friends. Nice form, I must say. Straight. Her bottom is not up in the air. No. Straight plank. That's how you plank, people. That is no joke. Impressive. All right. So we have plank cardio again, guys. This as well. The skipping for probably like a minute.
I do 100. So I might do 500. But I took a break at each.
100.
Yeah.
And then actually they say for as older you get, skipping is important for your bone health, and she's the proof. She is the proof.
Appointment
Yes.
and I have to leave to go out on the road,
Right.
then I don't.
If not every
If
morning.
not every morning, this is it. My routine. Yeah.
High five. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Are you taking notes, guys? Are you taking notes? I hope you're taking notes. There is no, and on the notebook is no excuse is in there. This is impressive. And the stairs, wow. Oh wow. Alright people, that was just a quick segment which I wanted to show you, but it's gonna continue, so don't go away. But Glenda has a meeting, so we're coming back. In the meantime, hit that subscribe button, leave a little comment, and we'll be right back. We're gonna have this beautiful tree right here as our backdrop for our first couple of questions which I have for Joan, and I are probably gonna be interested as well, my lovely viewers. I was gonna say what kind of, oh, French peanut tree. That's lovely. I'm gonna move over to the benches, but now I'm gonna have one question. All right, can you tell me how you first got into fitness and running?
Oh,
Into fitness.
in 2007, I usually manage British Caribbean Insurance Company, the branch in Montego Bay. But in 2007, BCIC decided I should come back to Kingston. So I came to the head office on Duke Street. And when I got there, there was a little group of about 5 people, who in the evenings you'd see them put change in their gears and they were just doing the steps. And then I said, boy, I can't bring my clothes and join them. So we look forward to that. In the evenings we just walk the steps at BCIC. It was about the ground floor to the canteen was about almost 100 steps way up there. And then we graduated from the steps and start running downtown from the ice factory, because some of the persons in the group work at Wicon, which is at the end of Harbour Street. It's on Duke Street. What we would do is walk down to Wicon, join the rest of the team there, and then we would run the downtown circuit from the ice factory up to the crafts market and come up and around that complete circle there. So we would do that. And initially when you started, it was really hard because we weren't people who were into running per se. We were just trying to do. So we continued our thing, and then the group became bigger, and then the group was so big, it wasn't safe for us now to continue running that circuit. So we spoke with our HR manager and we said, can you allow the bus, the company bus, to take us out on a Thursday evening out to the to Harborview so we can run on the strip? And it's not a problem.
Oh, nice.
So that was organized.
Big up the companies who support fitness.
Yes. And then we started taking the bus out to Harborview, and the bus would park, and then we would get off and we'd run down to the road. Well, as far, people just run as far down as they could, what they can manage.
Right.
Right. So we would run like 4K, 5K, and then we extend until we got to the airport and go into the airport and come back. And then it became a staple. So every Thursday we would look forward to going running.
Yeah.
And it was such fun because, you know, everybody was excited, and when people start losing weight,
Yes, you
walking up the
benefit
steps now, they're not
out of breath
anymore, and it was just fun. And we said, you know, we need to continue this because people were getting fitter, people feel better, people were losing weight, and it was the group, there was this camaraderie with that little group. And we said, you know what, we are not getting any younger, so we need to keep this up for as long as we can, because some of us going to city, and when we retire we go home and get old and miserable, sit in the house, don't have any friends, don't involve in any activity. Some of them don't even go to church. So yeah, it can. And then I migrated from that little group, and some of us, and we went and joined Jamaica Masters. So we'd go up to the stadium, and we had our trainer, oh God bless his soul, he has now my Leroy. He usually work with Usain Bolt. He was
Really?
Usain
Nice.
Bolt physical trainer.
Right.
And he had this little group, so we'd go there in the evening, in the night, at the stadium, and he would take us through and then he had some foreigners who would come, and then we form a bond with them, and we go there. And I end up going to France with the Jamaica Masters and compete. I was the captain for the group. And I went to Lyon in France and competed in the World Masters Athletics Championship in 2015.
Oh, yes.
And I did the 10K and I PB'd. I think I did it in 58 minutes. And I did the half marathon, and I did it in 1 hour and 58 minutes. And it was big right up in the Glena.
Really? How old were you then?
Just about getting to 60. Because I'm now 71, and that was 2015.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was 60.
60.
Yes. And went to Lyon in France, and we had a marvelous time.
Nice
Yes.
people.
And so that just motivated me, and I started everybody who would come and say, come and join our running team, man. And that's it.
That's
how
where it all started.
Yes.
That's excellent.
So, and I said to myself, my parents lived in the country, and my mother was diabetic. My father, now they are farmers, so they are hard-working people, and they keep active. Yeah, but if my parents are so active and they can suffer from diabetes, and you know sometimes these things are running in the family.
Oh yeah.
So I said to myself,
Same.
no. I don't want to get. So every year I will do my executive profile.
Yes.
And test to see how my sugar level is, what my cholesterol is, how my heart is. I'd go down to your chest. Yeah, just to keep fit, keep healthy. Yes, and I said I'll never give it up. I look forward that as I said, we run 2 times for the week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I look forward, and it doesn't matter if all the place is cloudy. Sometimes I'm coming up, my neighbor says, where are you going? You know, so I said, no rain at all by the airport. And it's true. Most times we get out there, heavy rain.
Man.
And then when we get out there, it's dry, there's no rain. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, so
you never have like motivation issues, like you're not so motivated?
No, because as I said, there's a purpose in it. For me, it was like a getaway. I am miserable if I don't go and do my run.
Yes.
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 I want to get out of the house. It's time for running. I'll tell people if I'm in a meeting, I said, listen, I am going to leave this meeting at X time because it's my running evening.
And you know, I always tell people when they start their fitness journey, I said, it's as important as you have a meeting. Give it the same priority. How you wouldn't cancel a meeting at work, so you don't cancel the meeting with your fitness journey.
No.
So and
as I said, the little group that I'm a part of, they are just consistent and you know, self-motivated.
Yes.
And then we start doing the 5Ks and the 10Ks and we're beating up everybody. And I remember one, I think it was right up here, we did a 5K in here. And the ladies came to Sandy and myself and said, you too, you're always winning, you must stop running now. Stop running now. So I don't do as many 5Ks again. I give them an opportunity to win some of the prizes.
Yeah.
And then when I joined Pacers, now we go away, went to international runs. So I've been to several countries to do a marathon. Like we've been to Canada, we have been to several places in the US. We've been to we do this, what is the series called now? I don't remember, the name not coming to me right now. But we went to Savannah, we went to New York, we went to Canada.
I know you went to
Las
Vegas.
Vegas. We did Las Vegas. And I think we did Savannah twice. 2 years in a row we did Savannah. Yeah. And it's exciting. So we have been to the Bahamas.
Ooh.
Well, when I go to England, I find whatever race is going on there and try to become and participate.
Yeah.
We went to Vegas. A big group of us went to Vegas.
And something happened in Vegas, right?
Vegas, yes. On my way back, just about maybe 5 miles, I did a marathon. And I was running with my running partner, Ian. And we were doing good time, man. And then I just felt a sudden pain. And I said, Ian, my heel. I mean, I can't rest it down. It's just, and Ian said, oh my God, no, not at this point.
While you were running?
Yeah. And I said, go ahead, Ian. Ian said, no, I'm not leaving you. I said, no, man, go ahead. Because look, we almost remember we have our target. And I said, I'll try and, you know, bounce and see how far I can get. And as I progress, the pain gets greater. And then one point I said, you know what? The pain is there already. I have to get back. So I am going to, you know, of course I had to cut my pace.
Yeah.
But I ran with it. I ran with it and got back. When I got back and the others saw me coming, they ran towards me and said, Jesus, Joan, you make it? I said, yes. But then when I got to the hotel and sit down, trouble. Couldn't walk, so we ice it. They went and they got ice from the machine and they ice it and the pain was there. I'd never have any shame, I just bawl because the pain was so excruciating. Anyway, we came back and I went to my doctor, Dr. Reed, and he referred me to Dr. Mansing. And Dr. Mansing said, okay, this is serious.
What was the diagnosis? Something with the Achilles?
Achilles tendon.
Tendon?
Yeah. And he said, you know, the medication, the ordinary medication, it will ease the pain.
Yeah.
But I need to give you some cortisone. What do you call it? Cortisone.
Cortisone?
Yes. And the punch injection in there is the hottest injection I've ever had. And then I did an MRI. Well, no, he sent me. I did the MRI and everything, and then he saw exactly what was wrong.
Right.
So he gave me the injection, and then he sent me up to UA, to the physio center up there. So I went for about 2 months, And then when they started only icing and allow me to walk on my toes, and so I can do that home. I have to pay 5,000 each visit. So I just go home and start
do
doing
your
and then I
exercises.
start doing the steps.
That's how you start the steps.
Steps, yes. And then I haven't had a recurrence of it since.
See, oh, that's fabulous.
Yes.
That's great.
I haven't had a recurrence.
Guys, I'm currently actually dealing with the Achilles tendonitis. Yes. So it's not fun. It's not as bad as this.
When he showed me the slide that they sent to him from there, you could see the little pockets in the heel and the fluid that is inside of all these little pockets, and oh my God. Yeah, but for those 2 months, every day I went to physio. Every day. And went through the routine. Some days painful, some days not so painful, and then the pain gradually. After the injection, the pain gradually goes and get easy. Until now, I don't have it. But what I try to do is still do some of the exercises.
Strengthening.
Yes.
Yes.
To make sure that it stays.
Yeah, so calf strength is very important.
Yes.
They say like the stronger the calf, it takes away the pressure from your Achilles.
Right.
So
I will stand on my toes and do the, the calf strength.
Calf.
Right. I'll hold.
Yeah.
Go up on my toes and.
Oh, like calf raise.
Yes, calf raise.
Yes.
Right. Or if I have the edge, I'd like do this. Put one foot behind like this and just.
And you go a little bit down on the edge,
yes,
right?
on the edge,
yes.
right.
Yes.
So that it goes down. So I do this. And I do that. I started with 10 until I can do 30 now.
Yes.
Until I can do 40. And what happens is that it's also strengthens the section of my feet.
Mm-hmm.
Right? My foot right here. Sometimes when I'm going uphill.
Yeah.
And try run on my toes, it pains me when I'm finished, but now it doesn't pain anymore because it is stronger.
But
right?
I saw you going up the hill and you on your toes. I don't know how you do that. That's crazy.
My toes, because my toes are stronger now, and I don't have. I can speed up when I do it flat.
Yeah.
Do it slowly, but once I get on my tone, easy cheesy. I'm just up that incline.
That's impressive. Guys,
right,
so when
I
saw, so when we go up like so I will still be kind on the flat foot, but Joan is really just on her toes. But if you walk that way, it really, like me, if I do that, maybe I can hold it for, I don't know, 5 minutes, and then my calf gonna be really like starting to get sore. You know? That's
strong. my fitness. Because, as I said, I don't have any high blood pressure, cholesterol, nothing. I'm just good. I mean, sometimes my blood pressure goes up a little. Sometimes it's like 130 over 75 or 78 or so, but it doesn't go higher than that. And then at my age, my blood pressure not supposed to be 120 over 80.
No. But you feel like you have to change anything in your fitness routine as going like up, like getting a little older? You feel like you have to?
Well, believe you me, what I find that I'm getting older, but I'm not getting weaker. I'm getting stronger. Yes, I don't know what it is, because I don't feel like people say they're suffering from the back pain and they feel lethargic sometimes. I don't have that. I don't know. I don't eat a lot. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. My portion is small.
All right, that brings me to the next question. So what's your diet like?
Like in the mornings at about 10 o'clock, and I eat certain time of the day and I maintain it. I don't eat, breakfast is at 10.
Yes.
And even when I was working, I'd take pack my breakfast.
Yes.
And at 10 o'clock I have it. If I don't have, sometimes I have early meetings, and 10 o'clock when I used to meet, and hungry is killing me. I'm hungry because that the body needs its food.
Yes.
Right. So I eat at 10. I normally have like oats porridge. I'll have a boiled egg.
Yeah.
And I'll have sometimes 2 slices of toast. Sometimes I'll cook like banana and callaloo and yam.
Yes.
And then 3 o'clock, I have my dinner. 3 o'clock, I have same thing, yam, sweet potato, fish or chicken. I take myself off
No
red
rice.
meat. I will eat rice,
Yeah.
you know, but I don't cook it for myself. So if I'm visiting,
Right,
and
okay.
you offer me,
Yes.
I'm going to
Yes.
eat it, right? Because I have this girlfriend who every Sunday says, Joan, come up for dinner. And she cooks rice and peas. I'm not going to tell her I'm not going to eat
No,
it.
right.
Yeah, I enjoy rice and especially
But
gungo
you're not
rice
gonna
and-
cook
but
it.
I don't cook it for
You're
myself.
gonna cook
I
the
cook banana,
Banana.
yam, sweet potato. Sometimes when I go in the supermarket and I can end up, you have dasheen.
Yeah.
And you have the purple looking ones and you have the white one. I like the purple looking one.
Yeah.
So if I can identify that is the purple, I buy it. So I have a lot of vegetables. Broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, lettuce, a lot of carrot.
So that's 3 o'clock. And then
Then-
you eat again?
No, my body does not need any food for the rest of, not until 10 o'clock the following morning. When I go
They
out,
even call that now intermediate fasting. They have a term for this now. If you like going so many hours without eating basically until your next, you're breaking the fast, so to say, because now you're going from 3, eating until the next day, 10.
10 o'clock the next
Right.
day. Right. And I tend sometimes if I go out, I have to sort of, because it look bad if you offer food and you're not
Yes,
eating, and I will munch a little bit. But it's not that's an everyday thing. So
Right,
you can
it's more an
break it.
exception.
You can break, yeah, you can break it and you eat. But I make sure 10 o'clock breakfast, 3 o'clock dinner, don't eat. When I go to the airport and I do the long runs,
Yeah.
at the end of the run I have an Ensure.
Okay. Yes. Which is like a protein kind of.
Yes, I have an Ensure at
thing.
the end of my long runs. So a recovery, that's for my
So,
recovery.
no protein shake?
No, only Ensure. I only
Ensure.
have, but I eat nuts, right? I incorporate. Like when I'm doing my salad,
Yes.
I put walnut and cashew.
Cashew.
And, yeah. And if I have pranga nut, I just take out the seeds
Yeah.
of the pranga nut and mix it into the
nice,
salad.
nice.
Yes.
No supplements?
Well, I
like
take
vitamins.
magnesium. What's the magnesium? When I'm away where I'm not getting the sun, I
Yes.
take a vitamin D tablet.
Yes.
But I only take that when I'm away.
When you're...
Yeah. When I'm
We're blessed in
for
Jamaica.
6 yeah.
We have it for
we
free.
have so much sunshine
Yes.
here. But when I'm in Scotland with my son,
Yes.
I take my vitamin D tablets. But
They don't have so much sun.
no,
No.
this place is always cloudy. You're not getting enough sun. So, but once I'm back in Jamaica, that vitamin D tablet, but I have sheets. I have this doctor friend who he brings home very good vitamin D tablets, right? So I have them in sheets, not bottles. And so I put those aside because I am not.
All right. You say that's your
And so-
little
Yeah.
That's
So
why you
I don't drink a whole bottle. I'll buy it and I'll take half a glass.
Yes.
And I'll drink that. And afterwards we drink a lot of water. Difference. But I cheat sometimes.
Okay.
Yes. And every now and then I go to Devon House and treat myself with an ice cream. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah, I have an ice cream.
Yeah.
But,
oh my.
but I don't make it a regular thing,
Yes.
you know, a regular thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We need our little cheat days, and you
Yeah.
deserve it with so much, I know, exercise.
Yeah. But that is my thing. I don't go to part. I'll go to special functions, yes.
Yes.
But you see, all now with carnival, I don't go to those things.
Not even
right.
me.
Right. I don't go to those things. I'm not a party person.
Yes. So you get
Right,
your enough
so-
sleep.
Yes. So I will. My exercise is my thing.
What
And
would
I have
you,
my friends.
What would you say to people who think they're like too old for
No,
fitness?
age
You know,
is
there's
just-
this understanding
Yeah,
sometimes.
age is just a number. You are as old as you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Like my son tells me, certain type of clothes, Mama don't want to see you in any. when he goes to shop for
Yeah.
me, buy the nicest young thing, belly
Yeah.
skin showing and all of that, shoulders out. Don't dress like any old woman. Dress nicely and
Yes,
and
yes.
hold your body upright, no slouching. Yes, you are as old as you feel.
True.
Right? And I would say to everybody, get up, get up.
Yeah.
Get up. And the thing about it, the
Get
thing about
moving.
a lot of us is that we sit down and we wait until we start getting sick.
Yes.
And when the doctor say to you, you need to exercise, and you start and you complain. No, start. Find something. There's always something in life that interests you.
Right.
Get up. Tell yourself that I'm going to do it. And you tell yourself you're going to do it, you'll do it.
Yes.
At 60, I gone to France.
Masters.
Com-
Right?
Yes. Yes.
That's
World
impressive.
Masters at 60.
Yeah.
And I was by team captain.
That is excellent.
Oh, you can do. I say to people, don't. And you know, and you won't be able to get up and run 10 miles or run 5 miles. But just get up in
Yeah.
the morning. Go out and get the morning sun. Come out. A lot of us live in apartments, and you'll sit in the apartment all day. You don't get any fresh air. You don't get any sunshine.
I find sometimes they start, a lot of people, when in conversation and they want to, for whatever reason, health or diet or losing weight, and then they start, and then it's 1 month and 2 months, and then they fall off.
Yes.
And it seems like the motivation, but I always feel like motivation is not something, you have to learn how to do things even if you don't feel like it.
Yes. Yes.
If not,
you have to
never really
find,
gonna work.
And the other thing that I would say to people, especially those who are still working, get involved in an activity before you retire.
Yeah.
Get involved in some activity before you retire, because when you retire and you are home and you sit down in the house and you don't know what to do with yourself, make friends outside of the work environment, because you won't be able to take those people with you when you leave work. They are there. They are getting on with their life.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
So you need to make friends outside of your work environment, outside of church, because those people at some point is going to go and do their thing.
Their thing.
Right. So
True.
you need to have a little circle of friends. So with your old schoolmates, keep in touch with your
Yes,
old schoolmates.
yes.
Because right now I'm planning to go to Tanzania. It's all schoolmates going.
Really?
Because we
The
kept
group?
Yeah. Most of them are people who we have been friends for school. We went to university, some went away. We still keep in touch. When I go to New York, I go stay with my friend.
Yes.
Who were at college together.
Ah.
You understand?
See, friendship is something we have to learn to maintain it. Yes, life
Yes.
can get busy and we might be like, oh, work or family or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think, like you said, it's important that we upkeep friendships
Yes.
and the social contacts, like you said, because once you retire, it's going to be hard to find back a connection or maybe, yeah.
And keep in touch. You don't
Keep in
sit back
touch.
and say, well, okay, she hasn't called me. You call the person.
Yeah.
And every now and then, just touch base.
Yes.
Christmas or
Yeah.
birthday. I have a book with all my friends' birthdays. On the birthday, if they don't hear from me for the whole year, on their birthday, they get in a little message saying, happy birthday, how are you?
Yes,
Yeah. Keep
that
in
is
touch.
so true, guys.
And try to be adventurous. Don't say you can't go somewhere because you don't have anybody to go with. Go and make friends. I travel a lot, and most times I don't travel with anybody. Me alone just buy my plane ticket and I'm gone. And
You
when I
will
go,
on your own.
yes, I go and I find friends and I make friends.
That's
Yes.
another great thing. Like,
Yes.
if somebody is joining, great. If
Yeah.
not, it shouldn't stop you.
It shouldn't
go
stop
same
you.
way.
Yeah, go. Don't say you don't. You can't. I can't. I remember I have a teacher. God bless his soul. Teacher Wright. He says to us when we were in primary school, "Can't is found in the dictionary of a fool. Do not tell yourself you can't. There's no such word. You look in the dictionary and you find the word can't and show it to me. Say no. It's in the dictionary of a fool. Therefore, don't tell yourself you can't do anything. At least
can.
try.
Yeah,
Try and fail.
Right.
Try and
yes,
fail, but don't tell
yes.
yourself you can't do it. No.
That is actually another one. Sometimes people might be afraid of failing and they
Yeah.
almost like paralyzed of that fear
Yeah.
or to be ridiculed.
Yeah.
or to look maybe not, but nobody started anything being good
at it,
right?
you
We
know.
all had to go through
the failures,
a beginner stage.
Yes.
You
and
know?
you get up and you, but look at the babies when they're trying to walk. When the baby is trying to walk and the baby falls, he doesn't sit down and cry. He gets up and
just
he
get up,
move again.
until he gets it.
Yes, until he gets
Yeah.
it. So that is what we're to do. And don't tell yourself you can't do anything. That is not, and we have this attitude, that is not for me, that is for young people.
Another one.
That's not for me, that is for young people. You're not going to go out there and gallivant and flaunt and do, outrageous stuff.
No, but
go and
Go.
enjoy your life.
Yeah.
Enjoy your life. Explore. you know? Yeah.
Now you mentioned something which I want to learn a little more.
Yeah.
So guys, now there's a next thing which really impressed me, and that Joan is actually preparing for a very, very challenging hike.
Yes.
And it is the Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, which is the highest mountain in Africa. It is 16,100 feet.
Yes.
And that's a high altitude hike. So with high altitude, there's an additional challenge to a regular hike, obviously. And that's going to be your first high altitude, right?
First high altitude.
And she is taking on this challenge for this year, October.
First, we leave on the 24th of September. We get to Tanzania, and the hike starts on the 1st of October. And I'm going to make it to the summit.
You're going with your school friends, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's doing the hike?
No, only about 4 of us doing the Kilimanjaro climb. So 4 of us leaving on the 24th of September. The others will join us somewhere about the 12th of October, thereabout. After we finish the climb, then they'll join us and we'll do the Serengeti.
Oh, safari, right?
The safari, right? And then we head out to South Africa afterwards.
So the Blue Mountain Peak, when we went and met the first time, that was a preparation.
Preparation. And my first, I went to Blue Mountain many, many years ago when I was at university. And I went to university in the 70s. So,
a good while.
a long, long time ago. Yes.
But you did so well.
As fresh as we had to, that was one of our
People
ragging thing.
She was right there with me, going up and going down, and that's why I'm like, oh, she right in my heels. I'm like, she's so fit and fast.
Yes.
And I was so impressed. So yes. How did it came about? That what they motivate you or inspired
To
you
come
to do Kilimanjaro? No.
They are the ones who said that Dr. Rosalie Brown, she's the one who says we need to go to Africa and we need to do Kilimanjaro. I want to do Kilimanjaro. Kenyan, you come join me with the Kilimanjaro. She knows I love those things.
So she's in Jamaica?
Yeah, she's in Montego Bay.
Oh, she's the one.
Yes,
Okay, so she is the one initiating the Tanzania expedition.
Thing. Yes.
I call it expedition because
Yes.
I've seen some documentaries and movies, and I was always like,
Yes, she's the one.
That's
Right.
impressive.
And then
impressive.
since we're there, we'll just explore some other countries.
Might
some
as
other
well.
areas. So we're going to Cape Town, Soweto,
Yeah.
and
Zanzibar?
we're doing Zanzibar.
Zanzibar.
Yeah. And when we get to South Africa, we're doing Drakensberg. So we're
Oh
going to-
yeah,
Yes,
nice.
Yes.
I'm so looking forward. I'm gonna live through your pictures. Now I have some what they call like rapid fire questions. It's just like, all right, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food is salmon.
Oh, salmon.
Yes,
Nice,
I love salmon.
nice.
If you come to my house, there's always salmon in my refrigerator. People
Oh.
say, your chest's too high, but myself, that's what
No, me too. I try always to have it. You know, that's where I am having my little. It's my.
Yes, salmon with steamed
I'll treat
vegetable.
myself to salmon.
Yeah, salmon and steamed vegetable.
Yes.
Yes, that's regular for me.
You running? What do you prefer, morning or evening running?
Evening runs because because the group I run with, they are now working people.
Mm-hmm.
So we run in the evenings to accommodate.
Mm-hmm.
Accommodate it. I don't mind running in the mornings, but because of the group that I run with,
Okay.
I do evening runs.
You have a favorite running shoes?
Brooks.
Yeah?
Yes. Brooks.
Hello, Brooks. Sponsor her running shoes. You have tried others and you feel like Brooks works the best for you?
Yes,
Yeah.
Brooks works the best for me. Yeah.
That's nice. You with music or without music running?
No,
You're right.
without music, I need to know what is happening around me.
Same. Yes.
So I don't put on any earphone.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You have a favorite book or books?
Oh Lord, I love reading. So I will read anything that I can lay my hand.
I love that.
I'll read. So there's no favorite. I'll just read anything.
You must have one like you'll be like that's a good book.
You know, I read Becoming by Michelle Obama.
Oh, Michelle Obama. Yes, I read
Yes,
that too.
yes, and I found it very inspiring.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
But to be honest, I just read anything that I see around.
Are you see around?
Yes, I just read. It doesn't fiction, anything, hard stuff. Like I'm reading Malta now, the war in Malta, a couple years ago when
Yeah.
they were. Yeah, that's what and it's heavy,
Yes.
but
Mm.
it's reading.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's
yes,
interesting.
yes.
Yes, I love reading as well.
Yes.
And I love like audiobooks. I do audiobooks as well.
Well, I haven't done any other books yet.
Ah.
No, so maybe I
Especially
should
when I
try.
drive.
Yeah.
Like that's my driving thing. When I
Okay.
drive, yeah.
Yeah,
To make
yeah,
use
yeah,
of my
yeah.
time.
And I want to keep my brain functioning, so I like to hold the book in my hand and read
Yes.
it.
Is there any other thing you do for your brain?
I listen to music,
Mm.
right? But I'm into classical music.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh, I don't know.
yes. Love piano.
Yeah.
So if you come to my house on a Sunday evening, you'll just hear ting,
Ding, 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 ding.
yes.
Do you play an instrument?
No.
No.
Play the five when I was at school. Play the five. Yeah. But no.
Okay.
Not an expert.
Is there anything I didn't ask and you be like, that would be a good question, or you would say, or you would like to say?
Oh, well, fellowship. I go to church.
Ah.
I'm a member of Webster United, and I go to church, and we have a very vibrant district. Elders, and there's so many activities in church.
Yeah.
That you can be involved with. If you go to church and you feel lonely and left out, if you want to.
Yeah.
Because there are hundreds of activities, and the young people in church, they are so vibrant and full of life. So
that's
they let us, they allow us to feel. So when you go to church, you want to go to
You
church
want to go.
because church is uplifting. There's no restriction. You want to put on your shorts and go to church, you put on your shorts and you go to church.
Oh,
Nobody's
that's nice.
telling you
That's
you must
nice.
wear your dress down to cover your
ankles.
and you must wear a hat, and your shoulders must be
Yeah.
covered. No.
No.
Go to church as you are and worship the Lord.
And worship the
yes,
Lord.
Yes. And
That's wonderful.
yes, I love to go to church. And fellowship. You need to have fellowship. And sometimes as older people we want to tell the young people what to do, what to say. No. You go serve the Lord. Say,
Yeah.
come and worship as you are. Right, yes. So outside of my running, I go to church. And in the country, when my mother died, we established, because my mother was this woman who would see you not going to school and she come and bathe. I remember sometimes I see people coming to my class with my clothes on. And I dare not open my mouth and say anything, because when I go, my mother going to slap me on it. She use her finger and if she walking on the road and she sees you and says, why you not in school today? Mommy said mommy didn't have this. She said, come, you're going to school. And she carried the whole child home, bathe the child, put on our clothes and the child, take the child to school.
Oh.
Yeah, so when she died, we as children we come together and say, what should we do? to remember our mother. So we built a little education center.
Oh,
Yes. And so every now and then I'll go to the country. We employ a teacher.
yes.
And he lives on the compound. Right. So he in the evenings when the children finish school,
Yeah.
he supervises them. So we have a library, we have computers.
Oh, nice. Where is that?
That is in St. Anne, a little district called Mount Maria. In
Mount
St.
Maria,
Anne.
St. Anne.
Yeah. So we established that little educational center, and the children go there, they use the computer. Sometimes they get very demanding because you have to find pencil, paper, sharpener, everything.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, but it's good. you know?
Yes.
Yeah. And you encourage them to come and do the work. I said, nobody can take your education from you.
No.
So we established that.
Oh, that's
yes,
lovely.
for them. That's
In honor of your
my
mother.
mom. Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah, I love community work.
Yes.
Anything to help and uplift
And
people.
give back and uplift.
Yeah, give
and-
back and uplift people. I will do that. I mean, you see, God bless us. When we look, sometimes we complain about things, but there are always someone who's worse off
Yes.
than we are.
Yes.
So I am into giving, yeah, and help the needy. Yeah.
Well, guys, I think that's a great word of closing. So I'm just so happy that you could take the time and talk with me because I'm so inspired. We came down off of that Blue Mountain. Everybody knows you, you know.
Yes.
Everybody I've been telling. Everybody knows you because I'm like, I met this one. You know all this? So I just want to share that with the world, and because I really believe that, you know, every now and then we are at a space or time in life where we can need an inspiration.
Yes.
And especially as we get older, we might come up with some excuses and this and that, and trying to navigate getting older, so to say. And I especially in that context, I am really inspired by your story and your example, you know. So I was like, no man, we need a video, you know. So thanks for agreeing to it.
And thank you so much for having me. We have been having, since Blue Mountain, we have been having great times.
Yes. And we're going to have more good times.
Our friendship will continue.
Yes.
And we'll go on more hikes.
We go more hikes.
Yes.
Especially now because you have a preparation. So I'm going to prepare. So she's ready for Tanzania. And then I'm going to, you know, keep you guys updated as well because I'm going to be here. You have pictures? Send pictures.
Yes. Right.
Yes. So I hope you guys also got inspired by Joan, and let me know in the comments. And I guess, yes, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Bye.